Hi, my name is Edwin Bonneau. I own and operate a small business out here in Texas, AV Guy, where we do all things low voltage, TVs, cameras, sound systems, media rooms, you name it, we do it, networking. I figured I'd post a review of some of the products that I use. I've been in the business now a little over 10 years, and I use my trucks a lot. And I'm always researching what's the next best product, what should I be using, what should I upfit, where should I spend my money. And in the 10 years that a little over 10 years that I've been in business, I've been able to use a lot of different products for my truck, and I figured I'd offer some reviews to some of the guys out there like me, maybe contractors, maybe business owners. I'm a huge DIY guy, so maybe you guys too. But just some honest opinions on some of the products that doesn't come from the manufacturer. I'm not one of the infomercial guys that never uses his truck. This is a well-used truck. It has 155,000 miles on it, not highway miles. These are city miles. I go to 2 to 3 customers' homes a day, in and out of the back of this truck. I estimate, I've been in and out of this truck probably 150,000 times or more, probably closer to 200,000 times, opening and closing this top, climbing in and out, dragging toolboxes out. Also, I've worked installing aftermarket truck accessories, tops, liners, tonneau covers, the lids, running boards, you name it, I did it. I worked for a company in the early 2000s, back when I was in college, doing that kind of stuff. So very familiar with the trucks, very familiar with tools, aftermarket accessories. I'm just very well versed in it. I feel like I'm a pretty good spokesperson for how well a product works. So that's who I am. That's where I come from. Those are my credentials, so to speak. And I'd like to give you my reviews on some of this product. Right now, I'm sitting on top of a Truck Covers USA rolling hard cover. This is their first generation. I bought it back in 2006 when I bought this truck. I was installing them before that in the early 2000s, and really liked the product. I knew that once I got a truck one day, I could only dream back then, back in college, but I knew once I did get a truck one day that this would be the cover that I put on it. And I like it for a lot of different reasons. First, let's start off with the security. There's nothing more secure on the market. It's a hard top. It's made out of aluminum, and when you fully retract it, close the tailgate, nobody can see inside. Nobody even thinks to get inside because it's an all metal construction. I generally keep in the neighborhood of $3,000 worth of tools in the bed of my truck. I've never once had an issue. I sleep easy at night. In fact, there was one time where I put close to $30,000 worth of electronics in the back of my pickup truck, locked the top, locked the tailgate, and I slept peacefully that night, knowing that nobody was going to try to get into it. Even if they did, they were going to have a really tough time making that happen. It's so secure, in fact, that even personally, when I go out with my wife, she doesn't like to take her purse everywhere when we go out at times, and she'll want to leave the purse in the car. I never leave it in the truck cab. It always goes in the bed of my truck, and I close the lid. Why? Because it's the most secure place. Security is huge for me. This might be the biggest selling point on this for me, is just the security aspect of it. I don't have to haul my tools back in the house every day after work. I leave them out in the truck with the lid closed, and I don't have to worry about it.